Good evening.
I assume my time is as good as anyone's.
Indeed it is. However, there is a voluntary donation for non-members. Most give a year. What's your game?
Poker.
Right this way.
What's the limit?
There is none.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of your company before, Mr.
Salas. Will Salas.
Philippe Weiss. You must come from time.
You could say I'm gambling my inheritance.
You don't have a garden, Mr. Salas?
I assumed I was amongst friends.
Bet you 50 years. You must be young. When you've been 25 for 85 years like I have, and knowing only a random act of violence can take your life, you'll learn to appreciate what you have.
And you seem to have a lot to appreciate. I call.
Of course, some think what we have is unfair. The time difference between zones.
I've heard that.
But isn't this just the next logical step in our evolution? And hasn't evolution always been unfair? It's always been survival of the fittest. Raise you another 2 centuries. This is merely Darwinian capitalism. Natural selection.
Absolutely. The strong survive. And I think your hand is weak. I call.
To pierce you all in, Mr. Salas. "13 figures. Well played. That was some risk.
It wasn't a risk. No offense. I knew I was going to win.
Confusing times. Is she my mother, my sister, my daughter? You're hoping she's not my wife. Things used to be simpler once, so I'm told.
Very beautiful.
Daughter. She does look a lot like my wife. Sylvia? Will Salas.
Congratulations, Mr. Salas. You've taken years off my father's life.
Which is normally what you do. Isn't that right, my darling?
We're having a party tomorrow night. Perhaps you'll give him a chance to win back some of those years.
I'd love to.
Carl will tell you where I am. Good night, Mr. Salas. Sylvia, stay with your guards.